really do much after we arrived in Noosa in the afternoon, apart from go to the supermarket and just chill at the pool. In the evening, the hostel hosted a quiz, so here we are making a paper plane. We spent the next day at the beach and the pool before we attended a health and safety meeting for the Fraser Island trip. Then we checked into a new dorm and packed our bags for the trip. So wicked. On the Tuesday, we had to be up early and check out by 6 AM, where we got straight onto a coach to Rainbow Beach before being divided into 4 groups for our cars. I volunteered to drive first, mainly because nobody else wanted to, but I also thought that this would be the easiest bit, as it was mainly driving on normal roads to the ferry.
Lovely. Well done, yes. Yes. yeah, you're not.
Top of that.
Sorry, Dad.
Cars have overheated and we've not even got that far yet.
The roads on Fraser Island are the beaches, so our journeys were often affected by the conditions of the sand. The cars often got bogged and we had to help dig them out.
Not a good start, is it, when the instructor bogs the car? Go, 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 go! Yay! Yes, it's cool.
Before heading to the camp, we stopped at Lake Wobby, the deepest lake on the island, and totally enclosed by a sand dune, which was really difficult to climb back up again at the end.
I've stood like with my heels up like that, and they kind of nibble.
What, like tiptoes?
Yeah, tiptoes, and then they kind of get your back. It's quite nice. I mean, have you felt it yet? Excuse me. Free fish pedicure. It's a bit too deep. There you go. There's our tent.
There's our tent.
Time for the next few days.
Once we got to the camp, we unpacked the cars, got settled into our tents and began to make dinner.
This is our after dinner entertainment, touching an electric fence.
You're not dancing. Alright, this is the key. Alright? This side, I believe, does work. And the key is we're gonna put one hand on the top and then one hand on the next one. Alright? Yeah. Why do I do this job? Okay. Alright, so you wanna hold the top or the bottom? I've got top. I'm so sorry. Alright, okay. Wait, I know what to do. When? Go!
After that, we went to the beach to look for dingoes, but it was too dark for my camera to pick them up. Then we went back to the camp, played card games, and sung terribly, as you're about to hear.
I never wanna hear you say.
journey to our first stop of the day was about 2 hours, as we were basically travelling almost the whole length of the island. You can see in these clips how windy and bumpy the car journeys were, which was quite an experience. Most of us had never driven 4x4s before, but our tour guide Alex was really helpful and would communicate with us via a walkie-talkie.
I love you, Mum. I'm not ready to die! Put your foot down, bro!
It sounds like it would be quite annoying to keep stopping because the engines were overheating, but there could be so many worse places in the world to be stuck. And weirdly, it kind of became one of my highlights because we got to get out and get to know people from other cars.
Just been driving this morning, Duff's been having a go at the driving and it's really fun, playing loads of tunes. And we're just going to Champagne Falls now, which is our first stop. And I think we're doing a lot of stuff today, so yeah, let's see what it looks like.
At this point the wind was too much, but as usual I was just saying how nice the view was as there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
This is why I came travelling. That view is just mad. Oh, shit, nearly fell on the step then.
We're walking up some sort of rock.
Walking up a rock. Some mysterious historical rock.
Yeah, the view's amazing.
Excited about ships. It's amazing. It's old and broken.
Our last stop of the day was Eli Creek, a natural lazy river that leads into the sea. Although it was cold, it was so relaxing to just float down this on a little rubber ring.
Oh no, I'm gonna hit the stick. Oh, that's a great angle. Like a pool party in those glasses. After waiting for 2 hours, we finally have some fuel.
I never explained this properly, but on the way to the creek, one of the cars ran out of fuel. Our tour guide had to abandon it and us and return to the camp for fuel. He was gone for a few hours and it was such relief when he came back, as we thought we could be stuck there all night. Woo! The sunset on the way back to camp was amazing, and we even passed a dingo.
Big titty
After dinner we played games, went to the beach and then danced for about 4 hours until 3 AM. It ended up being one of my favourite nights of the whole trip. We were just so lucky to get on well with everyone.
Ruben fixing the electric fence. Go on, Rubes. Down the cha-cha slide over here.
I was actually quite surprised I didn't feel hungover, and I'm so glad because the drive up to Lake Mackenzie was so bumpy and quite long.
Who had a good night last night?
Oh my god, that is insane.
I really didn't think that anything could top the Whitsundays, but Lake Mackenzie was just insane. It was such a beautiful day and the perfect way to end the trip. I don't really know why or how, but it's become really popular to attempt a human pyramid at this lake with some of the friends you've made on the Fraser Island trips. So this was our attempt.
Right, Dan, are you going to do the count, are you?
Right, yeah, I will. You girls ready?
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1, flick, yeah?
Alright,
Yeah.
alright, 3, 2, 1, flick! No, wait at the same time. 1, go! Yeah, that's it.
Did our hair actually flick?
Yeah.
Mysterious girl, I want to get close to you. Oh, brilliant.
After about 2 hours of driving, we stopped for some lunch, took some group pictures, and then it was time to head back to the ferry.
Home stretch then, kids.
This is it. I can't believe it.
I know, how sad. Oh, what a day! Should we go to the next one on Sunday? Oh my god. Doing a little coastal walk this morning. Got back from our Fraser Island trip yesterday and we're still in Noosa for a couple more days before we hire a car with a couple of other girls that we met the other week. So we're now doing the national park like walk to the fairy pools, which are going to be really nice. When I say we, it's me, Duff, Liv, Layla and Portia, which we've met a few times before, and they're going to Brisbane soon, so we're like, oh, we'll meet up before we go. But the views are honestly stunning. Every time we stop we're like out of breath, sweating, but it's worth it. These views are amazing. Picture time. Made it to the top. We've come to give moral support to Liv as she's coming to get her nose pierced.
In the end, she couldn't get it done because the tattoo shop was fully booked. So we just went back to the hostel and chilled at the pool and then decided to go out for dinner in the evening.
Pizza! Got our bougie takeaway box.
What's the song she sings? Money, money, money.
Oh, we're finally in a rich man's world. Go for this one. Yum! Now I feel like we're actually on holiday. Healthy breakfast as always. Today's Saturday. We've got one more day here in Noosa before we go on our big summer road trip. It's not really that big, it's only going to be like 4 days, but it's something a bit different to split up the time. So we checked out of Nomads this morning, moving to another hostel later, but we didn't want to lug our bags all the way over there, so we're going to go to the beach. I'm out of breath from that hill. Yeah, go to the beach, have a day there, maybe surfing, swimming in the sea and stuff. We're having a bougie day today, we've just had our nails done. So we're feeling fine and fresh.
Go get her nails, dude.
And we were quite lucky because when we went in there was literally one other person. And as we sat down, like what, 6 other people then came in?
Yeah.
So we got it done quite quickly. And now we're going to go and have a smoothie bowl before we go to the beach because why not? We keep walking past them and we're like, should we have one?
Today's a day about treating yourself.
Yeah. Went for dinner last night, lunch today, pizza for breakfast this morning.
We're splashing out like we don't have 3 weeks left.
Yeah. But we looked at our banks yesterday and we're like, we're not doing too bad, you know. So we're treating ourselves. See ya. Smoothie bowl time. We just had a beach day at Tea Tree Bay. It's been sunbathing and surfing. Now we're heading back to change hostels and then go see the sunset. Woohoo! Stacked it down these rocks over here earlier and wearing my trainers, so I decided to just go flip-flops and then put my trainers on when I get back up there. God, I look so tan today. This is definitely the nicest room we've been in so far.
We were too lazy to go back out to the beach to watch the sunset, so we ended up just watching it from the hostel balcony.
Postcard time.
Weird coughing girl. I will hate her for the rest of my life.
I think this is the best attempt at ending the vlog I've got so far. Brushing my teeth in the hostel bathroom, buzzing that there's some straighteners.